Friends or Enemies by Cindy, Alyssa, and Ocean. Chapter 8.
Since she hates My Little Pony, you'd probably think it impossible for her to get this syndrome. But she has a Furby that she got from Miranda, who she says is a big fan of both Star Wars and My Little Pony. In addition to anything else Miranda ever sent her, all which would have exposed Ocean to the virus that causes Star Wars sickness as well as My Little Pony sickness, which causes the syndrome. Ocean is more fortunate than many elves who contract this, since many deteriorate rapidly physically and mentally with no recovery. It is amazing Ocean fought the effects this long. The good news about Star Wars sickness is it is contagious for a short time, and once you catch it, you can never catch it again if you survive it. But Ocean could get the MLP sickness again as long as anything of Miranda's is in her possession.
I hope that doesn't mean anything else is contaminated.
As long as nothing is touching the Furby, there should be no other contamination. Jessica, could you and Pippi manage to check out the area with one of the microscanners? If the Furby has Star Wars sickness virus Vader 666, MLPS-1 bacteria, or MLPS-2 virus, it will need to be brought back here and destroyed.
Yes. We should be able to use the same mode of cyber transport you got here. Right, Pippi?
It's worth a try.
Be careful. Don't handle the Furby with your bare hands. You could get either sickness that way.
We'll be careful. Okay, let's see if this works.
Once at Ocean's, Pippi showed Jessica to where there was a small group of Furbies on a cupboard. She indicated the one Ocean said she had received from Miranda. Unfortunately, that Furby was touching another one, which was touching a much smaller one on the other side. Pippi went and got some rubber gloves as well as some large, strong plastic bags, and she and Jessica moved the Miranda Furby away from the others to scan it. The test was positive for both My Little Pony sickness bacteria and the Vader 666 virus. Apparently, these two organisms had a symbiotic relationship that helped them to survive for long periods without a human host. The two other Furbies were also tested. Both positive for Vader 666 virus. Jessica and Pippi bagged all three Furbies separately and returned to the Vortex.
Oh no, they're all positive.
Afraid so. I'm not sure if all of them need to be destroyed or just the one from Miranda.
Miranda's was the only one with MLPS. The other two have the Star Wars virus.
I'm afraid they will all need to be annihilated to stop this threat. If anyone else were to come in contact with them, they could contract these sicknesses, but I see no need to tell Ocean about it until it is done.
Isn't there some way to kill the virus without destroying the other two? Your technology here is much more advanced than it is on Earth.
I'm not sure, Pippi. A decontamination process has a high risk of damaging the Furby's insides, but I'll give it a shot. I really hope this works. These two winter-themed Furbies are so cute.
So Miranda's Furby was removed, and the other two went through the decontamination process. The result was good. They were not ruined. They worked like new when tested afterward.
Wonderful. And you're right, Dee. These things are so damn cute.
How about the area of the counter the Furbies were sitting on? That space will need to be decontaminated too.
Yes, I can manage that if I go there myself. But you should all be tested as soon as possible.
So the same mode of transport via cyberspace was used, and Ocean's home was tested and cleared of all MLP and Star Wars sickness causing pathogens. Then, Death returned to scan the humans in the Vortex. Alyssa. Positive for Star Wars sickness, but improving. Cindy. Alarmingly positive. Pippi. Alarmingly positive, but she was not showing any symptoms. Jessica. Negative. So Jessica was immunized for both sicknesses, and Death worked more on evaluations and treatment plans for each patient. She was met with,
"Just what kind of robot are you and what are you doing here?"
from Captain Ariana Flint when opening the supply locker to check on her.
I am a medical and therapy droid.
"I'm not sick and I certainly don't need therapy."
You're so sure? What if I told you you've been in contact with someone who is contagious with—
Then my question to you is, why are you letting dangerous people on this ship?
First, Captain, these people are not dangerous. Their conditions are.
Oh, how cute. Splitting hairs? Well, when you don't have even an excuse, let alone a smart
Second,
answer.
I am not able to predict who will have a condition before they come down with it any more than you are.
Oh, really?
Third, I have very little authority over who comes and goes here, but I will do all I can to stop a threat once it's discovered and identified. Captain Flint, if you were in close proximity to Pippi today, you could come down with Star Wars sickness.
I don't think Pippi is a Star Wars fan, so why would she give me something like that?
You make it sound as if she goes around deliberately giving sickness to people. She can't help being contagious any more than you can. The question is why you might catch it from her.
Yeah, whatever.
Don't get persnickety with me, Captain. You don't have to be a Star Wars fan to catch or spread it. Star Wars sickness is a maliciously engineered virus that originated in the Star Wars galaxy system, but made its way outward. Earthlings are particularly vulnerable, though most haven't been made quite as sick as Star Wars wants them to be. People like Pippi and Ocean do not have their minds altered to make them susceptible to Jedi mind tricks, or anything else Star Wars might throw at them. Unusual irritability is just one early sign. And Captain Flint, you are irritable.
Wouldn't you be if you were shut up in this stupid little booth?
Well, I think you should come out to get a scan for SWS.
Captain Flint gave Death a look that conveyed something like contempt and playing dumb all in one.
The Vader 666 virus.
Same look, and this time she twirled her finger at her temple.
Star Wars sickness.
I knew that.
She sneered, but even this couldn't get a rise out of Death. So the locker door was opened, and Ariana Flint bolted, but she was stopped and held firm.
I will put you back in that locker if you try that again. The medical station is in the opposite direction.
I know where the damn medical station is. I'm the captain and I'm not stupid, you know.
But you appear to think everyone else is stupid. If you don't want to risk exposing anyone else, you'll start cooperating.
Let go of me, you ugly, overrated piece of junk!
Be quiet. You are not doing yourself any favors with this behavior.
But Captain Ariana Flint only kept ranting as she was being escorted to the medical station. Finally they arrived, and she reluctantly stepped into one of the scanners. Negative, a clean bill of health. She got immunized for SWS and MLPS. Then, Death decided to give her a little treatment for something else anyway.
Great news, Captain Flint. You are negative for SWS and MLPS, but you are positive for BMPTD, Big-Mouthed Power Tripper Disorder.
That's not funny, you dumb droid.
No, it sure isn't, especially for anyone on the receiving end of your venomous nonsense.
Okay, that does it. Leave my ship now.
No, Captain. I will not endanger those who need treatment. And whether you like it or not, yours is coming right up.
Hey, let me go!
So Ariana Flint was firmly but gently carted back to the supply locker, though Death made sure to provide her with food and water.
You won't be left in here too long, but I hope you'll be in a mellower mood when I return.